Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Bible. I'm Sonny Childs. Hi guys. Today Judah and I are sitting in a parking lot of a shoe store. They're fixing to go to Hobby Lobby. Both times we won't go in because Judah and I are going to wait on Cindy and Gabriel. But we're having a big time. Judah's driving and everything, and I thought, this would be the perfect opportunity for me to take and film another one of our Let's Talk Bible. Yeah, that's money. That's money. Can you take this thing out so people can actually hear you? Can you say hi to everybody out there in TV lands? Can you wave at those people?
Hi.
Hi. Here's my passage.
I drive.
Yeah, he drives. Let the little children come to me and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of heaven belongs to such as these. That's Matthew chapter 19 and verse 14. Let the little children, number one, come to me. We need to make sure that we do nothing to hinder them, which is, of course, the second idea here. But first of all, let's go with the little children, come to me. We need to make sure that we do everything possible to train our children in such a way that we can, let's not put that penny in there in the vent system, that our children not only see God, but desire to be a part of His presence. Everything we do, we need to talk about Jesus and how cool He is, and we need to make sure that they're excited about being part of His kingdom. What are you okay in?
I draw.
Can I talk? Oh, you want to draw? I did promise you that. Okay, here you go. You draw while Papa talks. And, we have to promote within their life a desire to be part of the church, for instance. That going to be with God's family every week is a good thing. It's a positive thing. And so he says, number one, let the little children come unto me. Then number two, he says, and don't hinder them. We as parents, as grandparents, as just people in general culture, we do a lot of things that hinder our children at times from coming to the Lord. And some of them are maybe not as obvious as other things. When we allow materialism, social secularism to dominate their life, when most of their socialization comes from the secular side instead of the spiritual side, then we're hindering them from finding Jesus. We're hindering them from actually having that relationship. He keeps turning the windshield wipers on. Aren't kids great? What was I saying? Oh, don't hinder them. We got to make sure that we as parents do everything possible to set the table so that they don't put their anchors in this world, but rather they anchor themselves to what is coming. They look forward to the time then they're going to actually be with God. And we got to talk about the Lord and all those things regularly. Oh, you're going that down? Okay. You want to sit over here? Okay. Last thing, number three, and you all could probably guess where I'm going to go with this one. He says in Matthew 19:14, lastly, for the kingdom of heaven belongs to such as these. That's why I struggle so much with Calvinism, which is, by the way, the root of Reformed theology, because they would suggest to you that some children in the womb or born, not long ago, such as Judah, who's only not even 2 years old yet, that they might be elected, they might go to heaven, but because of the sin of Adam, they might, on the other hand, they might be condemned by God because of the sin of Adam. And I just struggle with that. I believe that Adam did sin. I believe that because of his sin, he created a context in which this fallen world exists, present tense. But all of us have to come to a place where we actually choose our path. And Judah just simply is too young to choose that path. You see this little bruise on his head right here? We were having such a big time the other day. He fell smack dab right on his face. And in fact, his mom and dad actually took him to the emergency room to check that out because, he's even at the point that he doesn't even know which way to walk. He can walk, but sometimes he struggles with, even which direction to walk because he doesn't yet have all the faculties about him. How could you possibly condemn a child such as this to an eternal hell because he inherits the sin of Adam? I don't think so. I don't think so. So Jesus says, let the little children come to me. Do not hinder them. Because these little guys, can you wave at the camera again for me? Say, Hey, these little guys are part of the kingdom. They are representing the kingdom of heaven. The innocence that you see in those eyes, that's what it's like to be part of the kingdom of heaven. And that's what God desires of us, that we can have that kind of innocence and purity. Well, we got to sign off, Judah. Can you wave one last time and say goodbye? Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Sonny Childs, Matthew 16:26. Be there. We are the Sonny Childs and Family Ministries, serving as missionaries to this great nation. Please pray for us and consider adding us to your missions giving.